morning, everybody. I'm here with Plow, and Plow means when her mom was pregnant, she had a vision of a shiny star, so that's her name. So I just wanted to say thank you very much for showing me around, and I'm going to explain to you what I'm doing. Really cool thing that Toyota's doing here in Ayutthaya. Thank you. Okay, so what's happening here? You know, well, this morning I went online and I checked the air quality of Ayutthaya today, and it was at 9 something this morning, 9:58 I think it was this morning. The air quality in Ayutthaya was already 152, and if you remember my other video, 50 is normal. 50 and below is good. So the lower it, you know, obviously like 25, 30, very good. But here in Thailand and other big, you know, industrialized areas, it's the quality of the air is poor. So in Bangkok, it's about the same. So Ayutthaya is just a few numbers below Bangkok, even though it's an hour and a half north. But if the wind comes from the south, then it's blowing all the pollution up here. So, you know, I talked about the air filter in the house and all that the other day. So, what is happening to correct this? Well, I learned the other day that in Ayutthaya, Toyota Thailand has got a project. There's a university in Bangkok where they have these electric cars. They're a little bit bigger than a motorcycle, but you sit down like in a normal car, and you can drive them around the university campus. You can't take them anywhere else. You can only use them in the campus. But in Ayutthaya, they have 4 little cars, and you can rent them for 2 hours for 110 baht for 2 hours. And I think the idea is, it's a concept. People can come here to learn about the concept of an electric car. You actually plug it in and charge it up. So that's the concept. So they're making headway into getting it off of petrol engined vehicles, diesel and stuff. But you know, I'm going to say this, right? In 2001, I went to America, bought a motorhome and traveled for 16 months. So you can say it was about 2002, and I had been up the East Coast, back all the way up to Alaska and back, and I was in Universal Studios, California, and that day they just happened to have a presentation on BMW, had a presentation in this studio at Universal, and I was allowed to go in and listen to it, and it talked about a hydrogen fuel cell car. A hydrogen fuel cell car. So what is that? You take water and pull the you know, split it and get the hydrogen out of it, or I guess they can get it from the air too, I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I studied any of this, so I don't want to go into it too deep, but you basically get hydrogen, and then it's you take the negative electron and you use that, and that pushes the vehicle. The byproduct is water. And BMW released the car in 2002. Okay, that tower is the old prison, so we're actually in the old prison yard right now, and they've restored all this and made it a really nice garden. Okay, there's a running track for people in the evenings. They have this tower, places for people to sit and talk. See, so they've turned this old prison into this beautiful other little garden. Shed. You can see the vehicles, which I'll go over and show you in a minute. But if you look on top of this roof here, it's a parking for normal people, okay? But on top is solar panels, and there's one there and one on the other side. So that collects electricity, and it's sent into this building here, sent into that building there. You know, you take DC, however many amps the panels are, and you change it, or you just put it into the batteries, and then it comes back out and goes into the car to charge the car. But you know, you can put it through an inverter and it'll change it from 12 volt, however many amps the batteries are, whatever the configuration is, into 120 volts, 240 volts, whatever you're going to use. Well, Thailand is 220, 230 normally, so you can use it for electricity too. Here's a little charging station, and here's the chargers in the front here. Okay, you just push that over and plug it in, and it will charge itself up, and that is all through solar from the top of these, the top of this roof, and all these. You see all the see the panel right there, the back is electric. So all the electric from here and there goes into that building back there. Excuse me. And then when you want to charge, it comes through here into the car, and off you go. So they're calling it a hybrid, but it's basically electricity with braking, but that's its name. Mo. So that's the little car, little electric car, no AC, but it's got a big seat in it. Even I can get my big bum in there, look. I can get my big bum in there. So you see, got a pedal, accelerator, brake. You like my new car? It's a bit tiny in here, but cool. Listen to the sound. You hear the scooter go by. You can hear the bird in the tree, but you cannot hear these guys. The only sound you can hear is the tires on the ground. Nothing. I love it, I love it, I love it. So here we go. "17 kilometers an hour. Look to the right, nobody coming. Put my foot down, and off we go. Round the corner, Schumacher bend. Okay, we'll go around this corner. I'll put my foot down and we'll see what it can do, shall we? It's quite fast actually. That's 18 right there going around the bend. Pretty cool. Oh, the brakes are very, very good. Woo. They're back. Now I gotta charge up. Fill it up. Lung pan cup. Look at this. You see that on the side there? It's got a little petrol tank. Underneath it says charging. See it? It says charge. So that's the little car. And you can see by Toyota is the leader here right now. Come on, you other guys, bring your cars to Ayutthaya. So the aim is 0 CO2. That's what this is all about. So these are the drivers. And what is your name? Seed?
San.
Pan.
Nope. Nope. Khop kun khop. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
See you later.
See you.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that. It got a little bit warm at the end, but I wanted to give a special shout out to these people here in Ayutthaya with Toyota electric cars. If you're trying to find them, they're in the old prison near the Chinese, right across the street from the Chinese market. You'll see a prison tower. Behind it is all the electric stuff in the new park. So the old prison has been recycled into a park. So you can come you can see them. It costs 110 baht for 2 hours, but they have, wherever you go, they go with you. So keep an eye on it, right? Which is no problem. But they're trying to promote zero emissions and show people these little electric cars are quite cool. And then there's a little museum here, and I'm sitting in the AC talking to you. You know, I said it to a couple of the ladies who work here, you know, I'm really interested in this because I think to myself, when I was a little young guy, I had clean air to breathe. When these young ladies have their babies and bring them into the world, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 years, something like that, they'll have a baby. What is the air quality going to be for them? You heard me say this before. BMW released a hydrogen fuel cell car in 2002. It's now 2019. That's 17 years ago. Okay, benefit of the doubt, 16 years ago they released that car. How many of you seen on the road? And the only thing that leaves afterwards is water. So what would be the emissions today if they sold more of those? I'm not saying anything bad about BMW, I'm saying all things good. But there's so many different ideas and nobody wants it. I mean, look at Tesla, the fight he's having in America to try to sell his cars. But you know, they're so quiet too. I love the quiet. And you know, it's kind of hard when you do audio-visual stuff. There's no noise. So they go by, it's like, who turned the sound off? Anyway guys, I'm gonna sign off and say goodnight and look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. I hope you're doing well. See you in the morning. Good night.